Well, hello everybody. It is, Jolton Joe's here.
And Slimy Sue.
Sandy's with us.
Hi,
If you haven't met
Sandy.
Sandy before, and of course, the Lickmeister himself, Laird Murphy, is here, and he doesn't really want me to do this. He'd rather just have me pay attention to him and let him lick my face off.
And
But that's okay. Roxy's somewhere.
Roxy's in her bed. Don't call her. She'll want to come up.
Yeah, and she'll start barking. But well, it is that time of year where we are thankful. I mean, you want to be thankful every day, but where we send out thank yous. And why are you laughing at me? Send out thankful thanks
Thankful
for thanking for being thanked. And no, all right, let's get serious. Take two.
It's happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We're thankful for all of you who are patrons and are indulging in our podcast.
Yeah. She didn't believe that this would be anything. And all of a sudden, she's getting fan comments.
Yeah, how did I like that? Me.
And, so Sue may be the saving grace. Oh, are you hiding now? He may be the saving grace of this podcasting. So we want to say thank you. First of all, thank you so much for what you're doing. The money that comes in goes to podcasting equipment, some new things that we have either purchased or are in the process of purchasing. Much to that.
Yeah, get a lot more patrons to cover those bills.
Yeah. We don't put this is the only place we put this is on Patreon. We don't, occasionally we put one up for people to hear and try to entice them to bring it in. But we don't have it on iTunes or anything like that because that costs money. But if we can get a little bit of a roll here, we might do this. I was telling Sue that Jim Brewer and his wife have a really funny podcast that I got to get her to listen to. It kind of reminds me of Sue and I doing this kind of stuff. And apparently, I guess you guys like that. I don't know. Boy, you should see some of the stuff that goes on in this house.
Well, we don't want to podcast some of that stuff.
Yeah, that could be, well. So thank you again.
You wouldn't believe that we're married if you saw some of that podcast stuff.
That'd probably be about right. I put up with a lot. But,
Yes, I do.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
But
boy.
Sue's been sick, and so we just did a little trip this weekend that we want to podcast about my great friend Lena Klingeman, and now Sue's friend.
That was so much fun.
Is in Waitress, and we'll tell you a little bit about that, a little bit about our.
I got to go on stage
But-
after the show.
But we'll do this as soon as she feels a little better. She's still really dragging, and we got to get through the. But there's a lot of things that we have planned. I will probably do one. I hope today get one out for you, a music version over the next couple of days, over the holiday. And tell us what you want to hear. Do you want to hear more of our adventures? Do you want to hear more music? I have a feeling you'd rather hear more of her than me. I know
But
Sue.
if you do, what do you want to hear about?
Sue has an idea about
Well,
pet adoption.
many of us are animal lovers, and we've adopted all of our dogs since we were first married. And I'd like to do something on pet adoption. It could be dogs, cats.
And if you have any, want to participate in any way,
Right.
If you're like, hey, come over, we'll talk about this. We'll do it. We'll
Yeah.
find the time to do it. We're thinking about whiskey. We're thinking about wine.
Pizza crawl.
Pizza
I'd like to
crawl.
do a pizza
Arthur Avenue.
pizza crawl
In the
pizza
Bronx?
crawl in New York.
Yeah.
Now, we went into the city last week, not to go off on a tangent,
Well.
but I wanted a slice of pizza before the show. And it was so cold, we couldn't walk around, but there was a little sandwich shop, and they sold pizza there. It wasn't a pizzeria, it was just
Yeah.
a sandwich shop. And that pizza was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It
And
really was, surprisingly.
Even that pizza was better than anything we can get here. There's no really good
Yeah.
pizzerias.
We don't have a
Nowheresville.
good opportunity here.
You know,
yeah.
we're up in the boonies. But there's a good
bakeries and that.
bakeries
that,
are gone.
It's really
I'd like to
a
do a bakery
shame. Yeah.
crawl. You know. Anyway, we have a lot of ideas, but what
It's
do
good
you
stuff.
want to learn about? What do you
That's-
want to hear about?
Well, yeah, what do you want to hear?
Tell us what you'd like.
So we got plenty of that going on, and you know, I'm sure. I'm sure Murphy would like to get involved too.
He does this
but,
all day long, by the way.
He's a relatively quiet.
He doesn't
fella,
lick
so-
Mama. He knows Mama doesn't
Yeah,
like
he won't.
that.
He won't allow that. But you know, I'm such a tasty treat,
Yes, you
as
are.
many of you know out there. Look at me.
I'm looking at my dog.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Anyway, let's thank our
Yeah.
patrons because we are thankful for all of our patrons and all of you.
Yes.
We have a lot of blessings to be thankful for this past year, especially. And
Maybe we can. Maybe I can come up with a couple of things for each of you because you are special. So let me start with Catherine and Bella. Bella is Catherine's great companion, if you will, and a dog too, right? Yes, but Bella would swallow you whole, Murphy. So Catherine is part of the group Bobtown. They're working on some new material. We hope to hear that before too long. Dana, tell everybody about Dana.
Our pal Dana saved the day. Last week, our neighbors across the street got chickens. There's a chicken coop out there. So in the summertime, they're roaming around the yard. It was no big deal. But now that it got cold out, last week we had snow, and I was freaking out because I heard them cackling one day. And it was snowing, and it was really cold, and I'm crying to Joe, oh, they're crying for help. They can't stand the snow. Well, when I looked out the window, I saw a fox going down the driveway. So
Fox in the hen house.
yeah, so I think they were telling the fox get out of our turf.
Yeah, not that.
But anyway, I reached out to Dana and I said, "Are these chickens okay in the cold for the winter? Because our neighbors are kind of flighty at times." And she, gave me some reassurance as long as they have shelter and food and water and a heat lamp, which they do, that they should be okay. And we don't have extreme weather that goes below 0 for weeks at a time. If we have maybe once a winter. So anyway, but thank you, Dana.
Yeah.
Thank you for indulging me.
And she also brought us our sponsor,
Yes.
1131 LTD, which is the
Woohoo!
home, LTD.com, which is the home of Martin Fury, an
Yes.
amazing and legendary musician.
And he's going to be here in Nowheresville tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Thanksgiving. What?
Yep.
How's that happening? We got to feed this guy, right?
I'm gonna make him some scones.
Ah, there you go. Some scones. Hey, all right. Well,
I was thinking of that.
yeah, but we can't make him real tea. If he's looking for tea, we're in trouble. Wow.
We have
Medigan tea.
We have some
He's
tea.
he's Irishman. Okay. Oh, speaking of Irish, Laura Mulcahy, thank you
Yes,
so
Laura
much.
Mulcahy.
Yes, and I just want to tell everybody, if you have not checked out Laura's new single, Once Upon a Time in the Sand Dunes, please do that. It's wonderful. It's unique. It is
Very unique.
Yeah, it's a Christmas single, and I hope this is one of the things that gets her even more of the attention that
Yes.
she deserves.
Definitely.
She's such a hard-working person. All right, Tony and Penny, they are our ultimate
Yes.
sponsors, even though we don't it wasn't
True
set up
Blue,
as a sponsor.
Always follow you, Joe.
Oh my goodness, True Blue and wonderful patrons.
Too bad they're Red Sox fans.
Yeah, I don't.
It's okay.
We'll let it go.
Next year.
Ah,
We'll be back.
yes, we better hope. My friend Jane, Jersey City's own. She's a brilliant lady, and she brings music, house concerts to Jersey City on a very regular basis, and we admire her very much for that. One of these days I'm going to get to one of those gigs. It's always on Sundays, so I don't get to get down there. But Jersey City's my hometown.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 And my cousin Allison Scola.
Ah, yes. Of course. Go ahead.
Butcha me.
Another sponsor, Sicily.
Experience Sicily. She
ExperienceSicily.com.
does a cannoli crawl in New York. She does Sicily tours, private tours,
you up.
and group tours. She's a wonderful lady, a great musician. She's got great Italian music that she plays and they dance to with her husband, Villa Palagonia.
That's not his name. His
No.
name is Joe Ravo. Yeah.
Fila Pelagonia is
the group.
duo.
All right. So check them out. Marion, Trickster Sister, she is our favorite. I'm hoping one of these days we're going to do something with Marion about bourbon, about whiskey, because she loves our whiskey
All right.
and she loves her men. And,
I don't know about that, Marion.
yeah, she's a fan of yours, so I think,
mine.
I think
we married
she might.
17 years soon.
Hi,
God, how do we do that?
117 years.
God, 1,017 years. I think we put Sandy to sleep.
It's Sandy went to sleep and Murphy's just like, okay, yeah.
Sandy's sleeping. She's like, please, I'm so bored with this.
Dana Allison, Terry Hall from the wonderful He Bird, She Bird. I think you heard the podcast we did with those great folks. If you didn't catch up on our podcasts here, and we've been trying to take it easy, one a week, so that you're not too overdosed there on Nowheresville.
But tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah,
Is there
for sure.
particular music that you want to hear on the podcast? Is there a particular topic you'd like us to discuss? You want us to research something? We're here for you. What do you want to hear?
I think I got all of the current patrons. Spread the word if you like it. Tell people, hey, it's not really much of a cost. I hope it's
need to
not.
pay
I
the
hope you
bills.
enjoy it. Yeah, the podcasting bills. Maybe one of these days we can get it on iTunes and go from there. You good there, pal? You getting hungry?
Yes.
And he's just bored. So she
woke
heard the
up.
word too. Yes, it's very close.
HUNGRY word.
Oh yeah, it's not quite that time yet, but they're
time
like,
is- yeah.
they have like these alarm clocks and whatever they're doing at if we're home, come 4:00 in the afternoon, bang, the alarm goes off. So that'll be happening before too long. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a very wonderful, happy, blessed Thanksgiving with your friends and your family. Be thankful for everything you have, no matter how abundant or how little you have. Just be very thankful for what you have.
And we'll be thankful too.
We're thankful that Roxy hasn't said a word.
Yes.
Would you like to meet Roxy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were going to end this thing, but we didn't. False ending. Yes.
This is
So
our
for you-
Foxy girl.
There she is,
Our
the
Rox the
fox.
fox.
Rox
She's
the
a little
fox.
shy right now.
But give her a minute. Come over and you'll hear the
Oh,
full
yes. She's got a lot to
glory
say.
of this demon. She is the demon spawn of little dogs.
Yes, she is.
Without
She's a
question.
good girl.
What? No, you're not. She is. Your
Okay,
sister is.
Let's wrap it up.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See
Happy
ya.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.